Okay, guys, so welcome everyone in our very, very important course, specifically for those people who basically want to explore the GIS for the industry point of view. Like everyone basically means most of the people already from the GIS background, but how we are using GIS in industry, how practically we are using the GIS and remote sensing. So these things we are going to explore in this course. So as you know, today we have the introduction session. So in today's session, we are going to see what are the things we are going to cover in our course and what are the rules and regulations for that. And third and most important thing is I want to understand basically what you guys looking for in this course, or what are the expectation you have with this course. So maybe if I will get your expectation, or I will understand what exactly you are looking for. So maybe if things will be okay, then we can introduce these thing in our course as well. So as you know, this course is basically for the remote sensing, GIS, and specifically we are going to cover the GIS with the help of ArcGIS Desktop, ArcGIS Pro, and QGIS. And specifically for the ArcGIS Desktop and ArcGIS Pro, that we can decide later which software, because now most of the industries are moving from ArcGIS Desktop to ArcGIS Pro. So very less people or the small industries only using the ArcGIS Desktop. Otherwise, most of the industries already moved to ArcGIS Pro. So one OEM based software we will cover in our course, and one open source software, because in market whatever the GIS industries we have, where basically either you are working or you are going to work, these companies are basically either using the OEM based software, that is will be ArcGIS Pro, or they are using the open source software, that will be the QGIS. So the important thing is, if you will get knowledge for both the software, so it will be easy for you to accommodate in any company. And as you know, this course is basically designed and run by Yo4 GIS Solutions and Geotech Training Institute. And both the organizations are means having good expertise in their field. Slowly, when you will basically go through the course, then automatically you will get understand what kind of expertise we have. Now after that, about our means company and what kind of experience we have. So Yo4GIS Solutions and Geotech, both companies are having more than like 20 year of experience. And whatever the lecturer we means provide the course lecture, so these all are having more than 15 year, 18 year of experience, and different certifications as well. It means this is not only the not only the experience, we have the certified trainers. So these are the some certifications what basically we have. So we have the DB2, C Sharp, SQL Server, Web Services, ISRI, ArcGIS certification we have, FME Desktop certification we have, and we are providing training on end to end, start from the data to the development. We have many different courses. Some of the courses are basically for the GIS engineers, GIS data services, and some of the courses for the geospatial development. So we have around 20 year of experience. We are providing solution on geospatial 360-degree solution, end-to-end solution we are providing. And we have expertise in data development for either this is 2D or 3D. We have the YouTube channel. So slowly when you will go through the course, then you will get all the resources and knowledge ki what are the things we have that you can utilize free of cost. After that, now basically I just means quickly if you guys will tell about yourself and what is your expectation with this course, then it will be good for us to means understand each other. And if for that if we want to customize our course, then we can do that thing as well. So anyone can please start quickly. Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are
Yeah,
audible.
yeah, yeah. Anyone can please start. Means what kind of experience you have? What is your expectation with this course?
Hello, sir. Myself, Chinmay Shinde.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm a student right now, and I'm interested to learn more about GIS and the tools that are used for it. So basically, I want to learn more on QGIS. Also, right now, I'm working on my thesis, and that is regarding the air quality in Mumbai. So I want to use QGIS as a source to show how the quality is being degraded or what all changes are there. So this is the reason why I want to focus more basically on QGIS.
So that you get more knowledge on the QGIS, so that knowledge you can utilize in your thesis or your research.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yes, anyone else? Yeah, anyone else? I am not understanding why people are not come up and tell about something. Yeah, hey guys.
Greetings, team.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, I'm Desire Mpumuza from Uganda. I'm doing
Okay.
my master's in geographical sciences and remote sensing, and I'm looking forward to understanding the use of QGIS and ArcGIS while I'm working on my research, whereby I will be assessing air pollution exposure and mitigation measures in schools. And I want to do this research using the GIS and the remote sensing provision. So I hope to understand from this class. Thank you.
Thank you. Understood. Yeah, anyone else? Akash, Pawar.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Uh, uh, I already met to Mr. Vikas Gadamode, sir.
Okay, great.
Okay. I am a research scholar, and I would like to develop my flood modeling map
Okay.
on the ArcGIS. And I am also working profession in the assistant professor. So in
Okay,
the
great.
second year, we are added the subject remote sensing and GIS.
Okay.
So as a student point of view, we are going to take a deep knowledge on the remote sensing and GIS and
Okay.
try to deliver and connect to the all students on this platform.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone else? Okay, so thank you guys. Yes, we'll come to the next slide because maybe some people are not interested to tell about themselves. Okay. So the course is basically distributed in mainly three parts: remote sensing, GIS, and application hands-on. As you know, without remote sensing, we cannot imagine about the GIS. Okay, GIS is basically the origin point of the GIS is basically remote sensing. If you will understand the remote sensing, then you can easily understand how GIS come up, how features, how point, line, polygon we are creating, and all these things. Because of that reason, we have kept 15% or a small part for the introduction of the remote sensing. So in this part, you will understand from where we are getting the images, what is the image processing, what is the remote sensing, what are the main component of the remote sensing and all. After that, most of the part is going to cover by GIS. So in this part, basically you will understand what is the GIS, what is the component, what are the main component of the GIS, and and on top of all these things, you will be get where basically we can use the GIS. What are the main industries we have where people are extensively using the GIS? So basically, that is very important to understand ki what is the GIS, what are the functionalities, functions we have in GIS, what are the different kind of softwares are available in the GIS. So actually, there are many different softwares are there, but in our course, we are going to cover ArcGIS Pro and QGIS, and I hope these two softwares are more than enough to basically work on the GIS in any company or research or for any academic purpose. Next, we have kept a 25% area for the application hands-on. So in that area, basically, you will get exercises. We will check what you have done, and if you have any issues, any problem, you can tell us. Our basically instructor will rectify the issue and clear your doubt. Now after that, as I told you, today's session is basically the introduction session, and we are going to discuss about the course and all. So here, this slide is for the about the course. So this is theoretical and practical foundation of the applied use of the GIS. So because here we are going to discuss about not only just the GIS, applied GIS. Applied GIS means the practical GIS, where we are using the GIS, how we are using the GIS, and all these things. So we'll get working knowledge of the GIS in this course, and how to apply GIS in organization. That is very important topic, so that you will understand ki, let's suppose if you are working in the disaster management, you are working with the change reduction, you are working with flood mapping, any place, how you can use the GIS, that you will understand in the course. Understanding life cycle of the geospatial project, basic understanding of the remote sensing. So because whenever you are going to work with any GIS or geospatial project, so you have to understand the 360-degree view of the project, from where what are the different sources we have to get the data, how we can utilize this data for the analysis, what kind of software, what kind of functions, these all things we will get in this course. Basic understanding of the remote sensing. So as I told you, what are the main component of the remote sensing, what is the role of these component, what kind of sensors we have, what kind of images we are getting. So these all things basically you will get in the remote sensing part. And after that, sound knowledge in the applied GIS concept, GIS in the practical life, ArcGIS application hands-on, and course certificate. So as I told you, कि in this course you will get to understand कि where we can use the GIS properly, and along with this concept, you will get in-depth knowledge of the ArcGIS Pro and QGIS. And once we have done with the course, everyone will get the certificate as well. And that certificate is basically you can after, let's suppose once you have done the course, after that if you want to apply in any government organization or private organization or outside India, so the certificate what we are going to provide, that certificate is not only from the U4GIS or not only from the Geotech. That certificate is going to provide by one central organization, so that anytime if anyone want to check the credibility of the software, so directly they can check the credibility through online. So this course is basically target on what positions. So normally once you have done with this course, after that you can apply for the GIS engineer, you can apply for the GIS technicians, you can apply for the GIS analyst, and after that once you will get some experience, after that you can apply for the GIS planner. So as you know, in whole country, everywhere people are talking about the smart city and urban planning, rural planning, and all these things. So for the planning point of view, if we are going to plan anything geographically, then GIS is playing a very, very big role. So we need to understand where we can put the GIS planning. And for the GIS planning, organization have some positions. That name is the GIS planner. If we talk about the GIS engineers, so GIS engineers are basically those people who have good experience in the ArcGIS or QGIS, so that they can create the data or prepare the data frequently. After that, for the GIS analyst role, in the GIS analyst role, basically people are doing some analysis based on the existing data. Now, after that, what are the major parts we have in the training? So, the first topic what we are going to cover in our training, that is the remote sensing. After the remote sensing, we will give you some introduction about the GNSS, how the GPS is working, how we are getting the location on the map. So what kind of GPS we are using. So you will get the knowledge of the GNSS. And after that, we will come to the GIS, concept of the GIS, introduction about the GIS, what are the main component of the GIS, what are the different kind of functionality we have in the GIS. Then after whatever the things you have done in the GIS and remote sensing, now the time to implement all these things. So for that we are going to use the ArcGIS Pro and QGIS. So we will show you how we can do the spatial or non-spatial operation and analysis using the ArcGIS Pro and QGIS. Then after with when you guys have filled the Google form, so in that place we already have kept the course content, but in the brief I will just tell you here what are the things we are going to cover, like what is the remote sensing, type of the satellite system, remote sensing concept, what is the GIS, component of the GIS, functions in GIS, type of the GIS data, latitude, longitude, what is the coordinate system. Once we will done the coordinate system, after that we will show you what is the meaning of the georeferencing, and how we are doing the georeferencing and using the QGIS and ArcGIS Pro. What is the GIS architecture, GIS data model? What are the different format of the spatial data we have? Spatial data creation process, georeference image data, ArcGIS desktop, spatial analysis and data creation, latitude and longitude, and coordinate reference system. So actually, whenever we are talking about the GIS, so as you know, GIS is all about what? GIS is all about the location. Means everything is connected with the location. So that we are going to cover all these things in our course, and after that we will come to the hands-on training and all. What are the things is not going to cover in this training? So here Python development is not going to cover. ArcPy development, QGIS customization, .NET development, and WebGIS development. Basically, this course is not related to the development. Because of that reason, these are the things we are not going to cover. We have different training. We have different kind of training for the development. So if someone basically like there's some people who are from the development background, or if they want to learn the development, so they can check out the yo4gis.com web page. There you will get what kind of development courses we are providing. You can take the admission and start it. What is the course duration? So basically this course duration is approximately 13 to 15 hour, and each day is basically we are going to spend 1 hour. So altogether the course will be for 15 hour or 14 to 15, and we have classes 3 days in a week. So like today we have the Monday, so next class will be on Wednesday, and after that Friday. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday class time will be 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST. For more detail, you already have numbers. You guys can send message or WhatsApp or call. We'll get the detail. Now after that, like as I told you, GIS project, whenever we are talking about GIS project, either this is your PhD thesis, or if this is your MTech project or any company project, anything. Whenever we are talking about the GIS project, then basically flow will remain same. Flow will remain same. You have to find out the project study area. Once you have decided ki, okay, this is the area where I want to do some project. After that, we need to do the image acquisition. For that area, we need to find out, or we need to get the satellite image or drone image or any image data. Once we will get the image data, after that, we will convert this image data to the GIS data. What is the GIS data? How it is convert? These all things we will see in our course. Once we have done with the GIS data, after that, we will come to the analysis part. Because in GIS, as you know, GIS, other name of the GIS is the decision support system. So GIS is a very good decision support system, and when we are telling this is a decision support system, it means we can do many type of analysis. And analysis is all about on top of the GIS data. So once you have done with the GIS data, after that we will do the analysis, and based on the analysis we can make some decision, or we can get the different options. So that is basically for any kind of project, like if someone is planning for the metro route, metro station, flood mapping, disaster mapping, disaster analysis. So any kind of thing, if we are going to plan or we are going to execute any project, so this will be the flow for the GIS project. After that, this GIS knowledge where we can utilize. So I tell you guys, GIS is a very, very powerful subject. GIS is a very powerful tool. If you just think about the domain, you just think about the domain, and you will get where we can set GIS. Okay. So like marketing. In marketing, all the FMCG company, all the marketing companies are using the GIS. How they are using the GIS? They are basically using the GIS to find out the potential customer. Based on the potential customer, they can basically create the distribution point. They can create the store. After that, customer profiling. So GIS is the best tool which will basically show you the customer profile on the map. Any telecom company, any city planning, if you will see, behind every planning, there is a GIS, trade area analysis. So as I told you, when we are going to work with the GIS, so whatever the data, because in the GIS, we are going to work with the location, we are going to work with the spatial data as well as non-spatial data. Like whenever you are trying to find anything in the Google, so once you find something in the Google, if you click on that, so why this point coming on the particular location? Because of the spatial data. And when you click on the point, it will show you phone number, mobile number, review, address. So these all are called what? These all are called the non-spatial data. So in the GIS, basically we are going to work with both the things, spatial as well as non-spatial. Risk analysis. So as I told you, flood analysis, where is the flood risk mapping? So these all things we can easily do with the help of what? With the help of the GIS. Land record, this is a very, very important application. Land record, property tax, utilities, water utilities, electric utilities. In all kind of utilities, without GIS, we cannot imagine any utility network. Because if you will keep all these network in the paper, no one can remember all these things. But if you will have the network on the GIS format, so you can basically use the network, you can do the forward tracing, you can do the backward tracing, you can do many more analysis with the help of the GIS. Transportation. Everyone knows the utility, how for the transportation we are using the GIS. Everyone is using GIS for the navigation. Everyone is using GIS in the Ola, Uber, all all these applications. So in all these applications, you can easily see the power of what? Power of the GIS. So transportation system. Recently, we have done one project where we need to show the route of the car along with the driver behavior analysis. So you can understand how powerful GIS is. So along with the GIS, we have implemented the camera also. Using the camera, we can run the AI and ML, and we can get the driver behavior. If driver is talking on the phone at the time of the driving, driver is smoking, driver feel fatigue. So in all these cases, admin will get the notification. So these all things are basically possible with the help of what? With the help of the GIS. Now after that, what is the course roadmap we have? So first thing is we are going to start from the introduction of the remote sensing. One or two session we will spend for the introduction of the remote sensing. After that, we will come to the GIS concept. Without wasting the time, once we have done with the GIS concept, immediately we will comes on the hands-on practice. Once hands-on practice is done, after that we will have the question and answer. And finally, we will conclude the course or complete the course with the distribution of the certificate. So this is the course roadmap. And after that, as I already told you, what kind of certificate you guys are going to get after the completion of the course. So this is the format of the certificate. This is the format of the certificate that you will get once the course will be complete. Now, after that, basically, one more thing I just want to tell here. First thing is this course is not free. Okay, because we got many questions. We got many questions ki sir, this course is free or paid.